one of the things that we do with mastermind groups is coffee connections. We have one here in Chicago, a couple in Chicago, in Indiana, in Colorado. They're all across the United States where people meet, like Rosanna had said, to help create not only synergy and help other people overcome your biggest challenges, but being able to move forward in your business, and that's tremendous. So that's going to be the third Thursday of next month. Now, piggybacking on that event, for the first time, we're going to have back-to-back events that are happening in a short period of time. They still happen all across the United States, but this is the first one that's going to be back-to-back. So on the third Thursday, which is going to be November 16th, we're going to have the virtual is going to be developing profitable mastermind groups. But then Cincinnati, Ohio, on November 17th, we're going to be starting with the value of installing systems. Year one will start for Cincinnati, and we're super excited about that. We had tremendous success in Louisiana. We're going to have tremendous success in Cincinnati. We're looking at Boston. We're looking at Denver, Colorado. We're looking at Hawaii. All these places are popping up, and if you want one near you, I'm going to tell you something. Get on the phone at 888-230-2300, and that's the toll-free number. You can let us know what's going on, and you say, hey, I want to do one. I want to know what it's going to take to move my business to the next level. By hosting one of these events, I'll guarantee you will see tremendous value from it. But again, Cincinnati, Ohio, next month, the value of installing systems. We've got people coming from all over the United States to be part of it. Why? Because it will literally change your business. In that period of time, you will have more value in your business than any other single time in your entire business. And I guarantee it. I've seen it happen in my life by being part of it. I've seen it in other people's businesses as being part of it, and you will too. That's the key. So that's what's happening next. Those are wins and what tremendous things that are happening next month. So that's what's going on. Mark, did you have any other thing that you could recommend that's going to be some amazing things that are going to be coming up next month?
Well, I think the Coffee Connections continues to expand. There's a group on Thursdays for a half an hour that are helping new Coffee Connections get started, and so that's over the phone, and so individuals can inquire about that. There's a number of new videos that are coming out that are actually leveraging one another, and so there's a millennial video that Alex has put together with MVP, and that, if you're a millennial and you're kind of confused on what you want to do in life, that video, seriously, 1 minute, it helps us to see new possibilities. So Alex, he's planning on becoming president of the United States, and so he's already, he's in his, I think he's 26, 27. He's already got a plan in place, and he's already got things in motion to be able to do that, in addition to being able to retire by the time he's 30 financially. So he's got systems and tools that he's doing with that. Amanda, she is, growing. She's looking at doing things. We've got a number of authors and speakers that are getting ramped up and learning how to become a speaker and how to become an author and how to leverage those types of things for greater success as well. The 12 outside the box thinkers. You start moving 12 people who think outside the box in your local community, and it'll be, before you know it, you get 12 people committed, and then you can host a mastermind seminar event in your area. And there's so much support that's coming through Life Masteries Institute and Legacy Partners. You really, all the marketing's done, all the material's done, everything is done. It's plug and play. It's like a McDonald's franchise. You go in, and it happens from there. So I think a lot of times, Kevin, people kind of get stuck in what they're doing like every day, and they don't say, there's 10,080 minutes in a week. There's 1,440 minutes in a day. What can I do 10 minutes a day? I'll still have 1,430 minutes left, so it's like 10 minutes a day is not a lot. but what can I do to be able to change my life and the lives of people, around me? So if you go to, Kevin, you had mentioned DNAforlife-laws.com, and there's just a ton of resources on there. And so
Right.
there's some great life-changing causes. A third of the people that you ask what their biggest challenge will be or what they'd love help with, a third of the people will say it's something about time, where they don't have enough time. And so if you go in and click on Need More Time, there's a white paper on that. There's a 30-day challenge that you can go through, and there's 10 short videos on average, about 6 minutes each. You go through one a day for 10 days, repeat it again, and then repeat it yet again. And for me, those 10 natural laws all combined together, they're giving me, over the last 8 years, over 20 hours of free time a week. So I have an abundance of free time. And I'm taking 1 week off every month. And so it's learning to think in a very, very different way. And that seems to be one of the hardest things that we, Kevin, as human beings really struggle with, is how do we think in a very different way. And by being part of all of this, it helps us to accelerate that. It's not that my way is a better way of thinking than your way, or your way is better than my way. What we're looking for as a mastermind group is how do we find the best, most effective way between all of the ways that we think, and how do we implement those in our own lives, in our own business, in our own families, to really do so much more together than we ever could on our own.
Absolutely, and I appreciate that, Mark. That's absolutely true. The way we think is going to determine the actions that we ultimately will take. Because if we think differently, then we're going to be processing things differently, and our actions are going to be different, and that's going to create results, and those results will be our future. But we start by thinking differently now. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So maybe one of the things we can ask ourselves in closing is, in order to create profitable partnerships, we have to be clear on our expectations. In order to be clear on our expectations, we have to understand what our expectations are of ourselves. Like Mark said, 10 minutes. 10 minutes is not a lot, but that's a tremendous thought, isn't it? That's a top-graded thought. That's maybe an amazing thought that will change things for you today. Why? Because if you just took 10 minutes and reviewed something of what we had already shared, maybe it's signing up for your 30-minute free strategy session. Maybe it's going to DNA for Life and looking at some of the tremendous things that Mark had just said, just going over one of those natural laws and being able to see how you can start thinking differently. And folks, please join a mastermind group. Please, they're free, okay? And it's going to absolutely be life-changing. So again, if you're on Twitter and you'd like Alex's video, if you want to know how to get involved with mastermind seminars, if you want to learn how to be part of the Coffee Connections, it's at @MM_seminars, and in there just say 30MSS, and that's the 30-minute free strategy session. Maybe it's Alex video, and we'll forward that to you. If you know a millennial, listen, how easy is it to Twitter this, get that out there, and boom, you've got a video that you can share with people. Check this out. Look at this other guy. He isn't much older than we are. Let's see what he's doing. Be part of the Coffee Connections. I know we stream ours live from the Chicagoland area. We do that. And in Indiana, they do tremendous things as well. Across the United States, there's just great Coffee Connections going on. And that's the way, again, we do these things once a month. The Mastermind Seminars Live is once a month. But as you and I both know, that's not good enough. We're going to get excited and motivated and then do what? Maybe do nothing. That's what statistically most people do. So we're asking you to get involved with the Coffee Connection, which is 30 minutes on the phone once a week. And by looking at this, it's going to totally change your life. So we're out of time. Thank you so much for being part of Mastermind Seminars Live. And again, I want to thank everybody that's involved in this. Mark, thank you so much. Cheryl, Rosanna, Alicia, Barb, everyone that jumped in, Jennifer. Really appreciate all your contributions, and you guys have a fantastic day.